I keep asking, are you ready? Well, I got caught off guard today, I gotta say. Um, my internet's down. It's been down since last night. So you take away that form of communication, that form of gathering information, when nobody else around you is aware at all of the same things that we are reading, the same things we are unearthing and sharing. It does leave one very much alone. And the other was at my bank. They took my income tax check I deposited, but they wouldn't allow me to take any money out from it, which was kind of since it's a government check, I found that kind of funny. It's like they don't trust the government; they have to hold it for 6 business days. But they still ended up taking my mortgage payments and insurance payments out of it. So the money I couldn't get, it was okay for them to take. So I found that kind of, well, not comical at the time, let's say, but it was an eye-opener. If you take away your communication and your information, and you take away the ability to get your finances, that is going to leave people in a panic. It wasn't I needed the money at the moment. I mean, I have food and gas and all that. It was just a matter of, I don't like to keep it in there too long for obvious reasons. So you take those two elements away, just those two, in mass. To say it will be interesting, that is an understatement. What will happen? What will happen? I mean, the computer is not so much entertainment. You take people's entertainment away, their information. I mean, they're quite happy to receive it from the news and the daily newspaper, or bi-daily newspaper or something like it. It's so. Just a little heads up. Because I do say prepare and be ready. And I was speaking to a friend of mine, and I said, hey, if all things go, there are people really going missing. I mean, I'm sure they'll find their bodies later on washed up somewhere. And I hate to say it. That's what's happening in this region. People have just had enough, and they don't know what to do. I mean, they're stressed beyond all belief. So... and I told a friend of mine, if I go missing, I'm not suicidal. I am not, to the point of, I'm angry, but I mean, it's not rageful and it's not misdirected. It's just I'm angry, so I research. I'm angry, so I'm here and I'm sharing this to help alert people or wake them up. I don't make any political videos, obviously, but I do download them and share them or whatnot. I mean, however, one more person on there that is just speaking up about this, that's I find that I think that's a benefit. So he said, well, what should I do if you go missing? Because it is no joke. I mean, one day, it won't be a knock on the door. If you're gone, I mean, we're red flagged. They know who you are, what you're surfing, and all this stuff. I mean, I was on it was the Department of Homeland Defense. It was Puffin Island or something I was looking at as a biological center that they have there just outside of New York, I think it was. So that's where I was when everything went down. And they know, they know who's on your sites. They know where you visit, right? Plain and simple. So, and I just told him, I said, you just cry out to God. You seek God, because he's still sitting on the fence, and I think he's leaning to, hey, whatever happens, happens. And I said, hey, if I go missing, then you seek out God. You cry out God. You get ready that way. Because a lot of people, they don't have the finances or they don't have the ability to store up food and water or ammunition or whatnot. So if nothing else, if you cannot prepare in those manners, which will be very important, at least be prepared spiritually. Mentally and emotionally, definitely, because today, like I said, it caught me off guard. It was, kind of knocked the wind out of my sails for a little while. I had to catch myself and go, hey, all things considered, I'm not going to be adversely affected by outside sources that I can't control. I have nothing to do with that. So be ready. This may happen, and it will happen, but who knows? And you won't know when. That's the thing. You won't know when. They've set the groundwork. The infrastructure has been set. They're going to do more, but they could yank the plug. They could do a lot of things, so be prepared. It was again everything. If I can learn something from anything, from one thing a day, that's fantastic. This was a big one. This was quite big. That's why I'm here sharing it. And again, prepare yourself in all manners. Realize it could happen that quick, and that's only two elements. I mean, you add any more to it, I really don't know what I would have done. I mean, it was an eye opener. I have to say. So prepare yourself, but prepare yourself spiritually, because ultimately that's all we have. If you're not able to get your money, if you're not able to ever again, communicate or listen to anybody or share with anybody via this vehicle, or anybody around you who thinks you're a little off, because you're not, you don't care about the game, or you don't care about the the awards or whatnot. I mean, that's where oh, you're not watching TMZ. It's crazy. You were on what site? The Homeland. What? I mean, they don't get it. So you take all those things away, you are going to find yourself quite alone. Jesus will never leave you or forsake you. That is true. So that is what that's what I've been saying from the start. Get ready. Excuse me. Get ready that way. Cry out to him. Seek him. Spend time with him. Get to know him so that you know his voice. Read his word. Study his word. Not read it. Study his word. Ultimately, that's all we have. Love you all, and God bless. And again, I'm not suicidal, and I'm not anti-government. I'm anti-corrupt government, as the saying goes. But it's true. I think maybe some of us, if not all of us, should make a little video stating that if anything happens, and they come back and they're going to try to defame you and discredit you, regardless. Leave a message out there that somebody else can download it and say, no, look, this is what he said. Catch them, call them on it, if that were to ever happen. I was thinking of doing that the other day, and I thought it was kind of crass considering what had happened, with the shooting. And I mean, it seemed too soon. But I don't think it is. For your own sake, for your family's sake, it's not your character at the end, but I mean, get it out so people know, hey, they might take a second look and go, hey, if quite a few people make these things and quite a few people go missing who've done so. No such thing as coincidence, folks. People might eventually wake up. I mean, I'm praying that they will. There's got to be more. There are a few of you have in the last few months and are doing a wonderful job getting the information out. So again, God bless, and see if I've done the 10 minutes.